So you want to get access to a no credit check primary trade line of up to $10,000 to boost your credit score? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can get your hands on just that. So you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Rakeem Madison, and with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump right into today's content. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go throughout their website so you can have complete clarity on exactly what's going on and how this is actually going to help boost your credit score. Then after that, we're going to go over some frequently asked questions because you're probably going to have some questions as we're continuing to progress throughout this video, so I'll make sure I cover those. So the company we're going to be talking about today is actually called Varo. So Varo has put together a credit builder program called the Believe program. Now the sole purpose is to help you boost your credit in a very, very unique way, which you'll be able to see as we continue to go throughout this video. All right, so one thing you can see right off the bat, it says credit building with no upfront deposit, no monthly fees, and no APR. Now, typically when you're finding like credit builder programs like this, you'll see that you're either going to have to pay monthly, you're going to have a huge APR, we're talking 20% and above. Sometimes you may have to do an upfront deposit. Well, in this case with Varo, you're not going to have to do any of those things. All right, so let's go down a little bit more and let's look at some of the key benefits. So right off the bat, we already talked about this, the credit card for building credit that has no upfront deposit, no monthly fees, and no APR. The next big thing, which is huge, Varo will report your payment history to the major credit bureaus. Guess what? All three of them, right? So that's a massive benefit right there. All right, now the next thing is you monitor your score directly on the bank, right? On the bank app. And their bank app is on Google Play and on the Apple Store. So you'll be good to go as long as you have any one of those. All right, so let's go down a little bit more. So this is just kind of repeating some of the things that they've already talked about. So no monthly account fees, no upfront security deposit, avoiding debt. Now this one kind of goes into the strategy that they actually use, which you'll find out once we go over to my notes. And then it's no credit check, which is good to go. And then no APR. And then you can see the comparisons up to 23% for the competitors. Right? So let's go down a little bit more. So all this is going to break down the process. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take you over here to my notepad where I'm going to break down everything and answer some more important questions for you. So how does the Varo Believe program work? So step number one, you're going to open up a Varo banking account and set up a direct deposit. Step two, you're going to apply for a credit card when you're eligible. Now the eligible part is kind of like talking about the requirements, which we're going to talk about as we continue to progress. Okay, step number three, you're going to use your new credit card for all of your purchases. That way they can track the behavior and be able to make you eligible to be able to get that card and see the credit benefit. And then step number four, you're going to monitor your credit score right in your Varo bank account. And like I said, it is on Google Play and it is also on the Apple Store. So how is your credit limit actually determined? So you can make everyday purchases with your Varo Believe card up to your credit limit. And the way that your credit limit works is it's based off how much you actually have in your account. So you may have noticed in the beginning of this video, I said up to a $10,000 credit limit. Well, however much you have, you're using your money. However much you have in your account balance, that's what your credit limit will be. Okay. So if you got 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 8,000, all the way up to 10,000, that's what your credit limit will be. So now your credit limit can exceed your Varo bank account balance up to $2,500 per day and $10,000 billing cycle. So that covers like, the limit part. So will applying for the Varo Believe program impact your credit? Absolutely not, because it is a no credit check program. So you're good to go. It's not going to affect your credit score at all. So how could the Varo Believe program help increase your credit score? So this is kind of getting into the process and how it all works. So when you make a purchase or take a cash advance, the transaction amount moves from your Varo banking account to your vault account where the money is stored until your payment is due. So basically what they're saying is that anytime you make a purchase, you take an advance or anything like that, whatever you spend that is going to be transferred over to your vault account. So you have your Varo banking account, but then you got your vault account. So once it's put over there, it's going to stay there until the amount is till your payment is due. That way the money is already over there, and so you don't get into this like debt cycle to where you're like, I don't really have the money and it's coming up. Well, it's going to already be over there in the vault account, so you'll be covered. Right? So that's their process. So that's why I said it's like a pretty unique way to definitely save a lot of people. So when are you eligible to apply for the Varo Believe program? So this kind of gets into like the requirements. So you got monthly qualifying, right? So monthly. So meaning you're not gonna just be able to do this once a month, right? This is monthly qualifying. All right, so direct deposits totaling at least $1,000 to the Varo banking account or the savings account. The next thing is active use of your Varo banking account. So that's where they can see your behavior. They can see that you're pretty active as far as using the card, and then you'll be good to go. Now, the additional qualifications apply as part of the approval process. That's kind of talking about like these right here that you see, the requirements, and then the additional requirements from the approval process. Now, after you fill out your application to apply for the card, like after you've been using the bank account, after you do that, they'll review your application, and within 48 hours, you will receive a response so they can kind of check like your process, look at your behavior, look what you've done, and then at that point, they'll approve you for the card. All right, so does the Varo Believe program report to the credit bureaus? So we've already discussed that. They report to all 3 credit bureaus, which is a massive benefit. Once again. Okay, so how will the Varo Believe program appear on your credit? So once they actually approve you, you start using it, and they start to report it to the major credit bureaus, what are you actually going to see? So you see right here, it says Varo Bank. This is exactly how it will look. And then one thing else to keep in mind, it'll show up under your total accounts with the date that the account was open and the account balance the last time it was reported to the credit bureaus. So that is the entire process. That's how it works. If you do see benefit in this, definitely just go to their website. I've left it down below, and no, that's not an affiliate link, right? That's just me sharing some information with you. So hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also drop me a comment down below letting me know if this information was valuable. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.